you guys? Welcome to episode 112 of Riding with Tim. Got a nice little surprise yesterday. My niece come by with my great niece. First time I got to meet her. She's a girl with eyes. And just happy and elated to see them. They got home safely last night. Heard some good things. Heard some good things about a lot of people in her life. So that's great. Yeah, man, just happy. Like I said, I'm happy to see them. Just happy to see them. And so God has blessed me to being able to communicate to all three of my brother's kids, my nieces and my nephew, this year. Happy for that. Haven't talked to them in a while. I still know they still think about it a lot. So, was talking about time management yesterday. We talked about managing your assets, managing finance. So, what else? We also talked about managing networking. Managing people. Prioritizing people in your life. So, conclusion for this series is going to be today as far as prioritizing goes. I hope you guys come back and look over the last 5 or 6 lives that I did, and you all just recap some of the things that we talked about as far as priorities. So at the end of the day, guys, priorities were and you have to prioritize. No, I just thought of another one, and this helped me out as far as it deals with finance, but I was talking about monthly cash and how you pay your bills. But let's talk about how you build your credit. As far as this is what I did. I ain't gonna say you, because this is not financial advice. I'm gonna say me. This is how I built my credit. This is some of the things that my mentors they teach, and they work. Okay, and if you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe. But here we go. So. Right here, so if you have any loans or credit cards or anything of that nature as far as borrowing money, what should you pay back first? Should you pay the minimum payment on everything? What should we do? Thank you for the hearts. Here's what I've learned, okay, is you write down, get a piece of paper, or get your tablet, or you write down or type out all of your credit cards, all of your loans, from your mortgage, your car note, credit cards, personal loans, student loans, whatever you have. Write it out, write the balance out, write out what your minimum monthly payment is, and then you also write out your interest. Okay? A lot of people, including myself, at one time felt like I've got to knock out my most expensive sense because that's the one you're paying the most money to the creditor for. So you pay off the one with the highest interest rate, all right? And so, for instance, let's say you've got 5 bills, 5 loans out there, credit card, whatever you want to call it. And you have that one that has a 15 or 18% interest rate. You got another one that's at 12%, 8%, 5%. So you'll pay the minimum payment on the other 4 that's lower than the 18% will make the minimum payment. The one that has 18%, you want to try to put extra on, okay? If you can, whenever you can. That comes diligence. You have to be diligent in your finances. Excuse me. So you'll want to put a little bit more, or as much as you can, above the minimum payment to get that paid off. You're going to write down your average payment for that bill. So let's say, for instance, that bill is the minimum payment is $125 a month, and you pay $200 a month on it. Believe it or not, that's going to help with your. That's going to, especially if it's credit card, that will help bring the minimum payment down, and also you'll be able, over time, you'll be able to put more on the principal. That's also true with your mortgage and with your car loans. So, say you put $200 down and you finally get that 18% interest loan paid off, credit card bill paid off. All right, you move to the 15% now, and you're going to take that $200 that you were paying on the 18%, now you're going to apply it to the 15%. So whatever the minimum payment was for the 15%, let's say the minimum payment was $100. Now you're going to add $200 to that. You're going to pay $300 a month on that 15% interest until it's paid off. Then you'll move to the 12%. You're going to put the $300 plus the minimum payment. Let's say the minimum payment was $75. So now you're going to put $375 a month until that's paid off. So on, so on, and so on, until you get all your loans paid down or paid off. I mean, the guys, once you get going, it's like a snowball effect. Okay? You just got to last long enough to get that one bill paid off, okay? Once you get that one bill paid off, you will be cooking. All right, so that was all for today. If I'm on tomorrow, I will conclude the session of priorities. But that's how you prioritize in your credit. That's how I do it anyway. Priorities are important. biological kids, but I call my YouTube family some of my kids. Got them, they're the younger ones, and they showed out, man. They come in force and brightened up and live and interacted with me, and I appreciate that, guys. I was telling my son yesterday, I was just like, it's humbling to have, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old kids get on here and being as respectful as they are to me and listening and interacting. It's just, this means the world to me, man. It means a lot. It gives me hope, that this generation coming behind the previous is, they got some sense, because I've been on here before and I know grown men and women get on here and act stupid. And then for these kids to get on here and act like they got some sense, it's really refreshing. It's really nice. And I'm not saying all, I haven't had a lot of them, but you can always tell a person's demeanor. So I just thank God for all you guys, from young to old. I thank you all for joining me and really brightening up my day and